conquered the Optic Gaming dynasty in Gears 4, got dropped by that Optic Gaming roster, went back to franchise, won a couple championships, and now is back on that UYU roster. So much history here. And guess what? We are kicking this one off right away with praised former teammates, longtime teammates of franchise as well, currently playing under the UYU roster.
All right, praise all day long. This man has been making plays for UYU. Now they're going to need him to really turn it up. All players on this squad, they've made it to this point, and over their last few maps, just 5-0s, 5-1, 5-0, 5-0. They're looking to prove something. Now, what are both these teams doing on Icebound? Hey, they're shooting out the ice. They're shooting out these exit routes to several different locations. Number one, they're trapping praise inside the trading post. By shooting out that ice on the ground, as we saw there, he cannot exit without dying. Now, being forced to the front, that ice will refreeze when a blizzard comes through. Let's get through all these little things right now as we're at our stalemate to start this game.
That's exactly
because
right.
When the action pops off, it's going to get crazy.
You better believe it's going to be absolutely insane, just like all day long has been. Of course, take a moment now to thank our official 5 season-long official partners for Gears Esports, Astro Gaming, BenQ, DX Racer, Gamers Outreach, and Xbox Game Pass. Please show support for our official partners. We had to, of course, squeeze that in because none of this would be possible without our official partners. And guess what? Grand Finals time, baby. Pick your allegiance right now in the chat. We want to hear you. UYU or Quarantine. Who do you want to win it? Let us know. Will the UYU dynasty be reestablished, or will the Quarantine dynasty continue on? And here we go. We're kicking things off with M-Powers leading the way.
Yeah, and UYU, they had to make the push because they did not have the tick. And you see why it took them so long to make it. Quarantine, ready and waiting. The Lancer and the pistol fire, just a little bit too much for UYU. They get the initial kills. Now they're starting to decap as Icy pushing towards his opponent's side of the map, trying to force back Kenny, allowing his teammate a little bit of time to cap the B hill. Trip cap domination coming through. Can Powers make it in time? He gets a touch and a revive, but unless Praise can go huge,
Praise
the damage is there.
Praise against his former roster, not able to connect for any kills, and just like that, it is going to be a Quarantine round as they start off strong with 7 straight kills. They're going to pick it up, they're going to secure the B hill, and it's going to be a 3-cap domination coming in from Quarantine to win round number 1.
So I want you guys to pay attention to how crucial the early tick is. So now, in order to get ahead of your opponent, at max, you need to at least trip cap your home hill because we haven't seen a lot of crazy initials off the start. Now, both these squads will be building up these smoke grenades to incendiary grenades. By the time that drops, you'll see them have a little bit more flexibility when it comes down to breaking the setup in trading posts, regardless of which team gets it. So you see a trip cap by UYU. They don't want to have to deal with that again. Uh-oh, that was actually a double cap. It was a trip cap from Quarantine. Apologies.
Yep,
so Quarantine, they get that tick on A. Now UYU, they send 3 to B right away because they knew that they would have a mismatch. So in order to beat Quarantine setup, they focus fire the guy at top heaven to allow their teammates to be able to cap with no problem.
Yeah, Quarantine's going to recognize that. A couple missed Lancer shots from Morty right there. Finally, Praise goes down. He's going to go down again last and not least. He's certainly out. And it looks like Mental's going to get taken out as well, but it's going to be Powers who gets at least 1 kill, keeps him alive. 2 caps is going to be picked up by Quarantine. The home and away hill push. Here comes a push back from Mental and Co. as the 3-cap domination is ringing. It's going to be Solars, the former teammate who got dropped by this roster. Saying, what do you think you're doing? Why are you dropping me? I'm better than all of you. And Solars picks up 1 or 2.
Talk about championship team fire right there. Quarantine turns that corner towards the home hill and Praise. It was like he was down for an extended period of time. Even after he got revived twice, he was just out of there, could not get up. So Quarantine ain't playing no games, and you see the double kill by Solars at the end.
You know that one's personal, Blaze. You know that one's personal. We saw what Solars did to these guys last night.
Now,
it's personal when you get dropped from any roster, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, nah, you don't want that. And we saw last night the 5-piece that Solars got on Asylum. Now, Quarantine eyeing this really early. They don't want to go through these normal steps of upgrading incendiary grenades, giving it a few shots, you know, waiting for the second half of that hill to get there. They want to force an immediate fight and not play that little game when it comes down to the tick in the seconds on the home hills and UYU being forced to make a play. They want to play Quarantine now and fight this fight, and you can see that they want it.
Exactly right. Nice kill by Solars. Solars go for the double. Can he get it? Melee's going to be off. Solar's full red. He's going to get taken out here in just a moment. Yes, he will. Drop shot going to be picked up. UYU wins the initial fight, and they get a drop shot to their name. So the drop shot being placed after 2 rounds won by Quarantine with default weapons is a little interesting in my eyes. Is this going to give UYU a great opportunity? Praise now with a drop shot in his hand.
Great.
It's a big 1v1 against Morty.
And he's lining him up.
Give him the wiggle.
Shot for shot. Has Kenny there with him. And Kenny charges right in there. Puts it in Morty's chest and takes him out. And Praise with a little mishap on the drop. He wasn't sure if Kenny was going to pull off that move. It was risky. Kenny pushing into 3 people. But the way that he's been playing all day.
Oh, my gosh.
Of course he was going to get that kill.
MVP caliber for Kenny, not even a question. MVP of this entire tournament with how he's been playing. He's going to give the drop shot. Praise will gladly give it in the hands of Kenny, as Kenny has been performing incredibly well, obviously with every weapon, but drop shot especially. And, you know, in the words of my friend Colin, and I believe Deluxe, Kenny, one of the best drop shot players in Gears 5. We'll see what he can do with that 1 drop shot left. Has to use it wisely. Here comes the push from Quarantine. That's all.
Flashes are going to stun.
They're all going to back out and reset here, Blaze. That drop shot's going to fly. Kenny picks up 1 on Solars, and now UYU with an advantage as things settle.
Yeah, they're settling for just a bit. We see Icy still in enemy territory, but he's going to easily get cleaned up. 4v4 situation for both these squads. With Quarantine having trading post control, UYU, they have the hill control. Now, Quarantine having trading posts is going to make that fight be a little bit easier for them, but as we see, they're opting to go for home hills.
They are. Rushy's going to kick things off with a little sneaky man play. Gets 1 kill early on. It's a good start on Kenny. Kenny's going to be respawned and back, though, so that's going to make that A-hill push very difficult with Kenny there.
Icy's not spawning.
And Icy's going to save his life. Yep. So they're going to make 1 last push, 1 last attempt. Rushy's down to 2. All 4 members down to 2 lives here. They got to be very, very cautious in this one.
Very cautious indeed. Powers is picking up an incendiary grenade as well, and that's going to be his opponent's name because he didn't have one. UYU doesn't have one on their side of the map. So now just 25 more seconds needed, and UYU will find them another hill in the form of their opponent's home hill at C. So they have all the win conditions, folks. Now they're just going to move around, clean up a few kills, win a few fights, but we know sometimes that could be risky when you think you won a game, but this time, UYU, they knew they had it in the bag.
Yep. And especially with the conceded round coming through, it's probably a smart decision for Icy not to spawn up. Going back to down to 1 life would be risky going into the last round. They just want to make sure to secure that last round. So now it's going to be pretty even. I don't think any team has to worry too much about the respawn economy in this last round. And it looks like going into the last round of the half, we will still have that drop shot, obviously, taking a look at the remaining weapon placements.
So at this point, you're going to have Quarantine get themselves 2 extra flashes to be utilized fighting for the drop shot and trading post. That's going to help them out a lot. Having those extra stuns, man, especially if you got a player like Powers and Praise who gets in that trading post right away. When UYU uses their nades off the initial, you can have those 2 flashes for a retake.
Oh, Morty's going to want that shot back. He decided to up A instead, or hold on his A button instead. Power's going to take him out early on. And again, it's going to be all UYU off the initial. Solars gets taken out as well. Rushy's last alive. A nice kick to the face for him. And UYU wants to close this round out. All of the franchise to keep his team alive.
And he's trying to do so. Shooting out the ice to block the door. Not going to be effective. Quarantine needs to find a hill as they're fighting on top of their home hill. UYU is being so annoying with this fight, and they still have a drop shot to use. No matter what Quarantine's doing to break the hill, they just seem not to be able to get it done, John. With that down on Mental, maybe that can get them to start to get out of this difficult situation.
Yep, that's a good start. Mental taking out Explosive. Mental now down, going to be killing himself in just a moment here. It looks like Franchise is going to pick it up instead. Rushy's is on the other side of the map already. And here he needs some help, and needs some help quick as the spawns are going to come through. Mental is going to be coming off the spawn momentarily. Explosive already there. He's not going to get the meat shield. Rushy's comes out of spawn, stun, but not going to get the kill. Interesting turn of events right there, as that stun was perfectly placed by UYU.
Very, very well placed there. Now Quarantine has the hill control, and they're going to back out of UYU side of the map. They're like, guys, let's not do a little bit too much. We have what we accomplished what we tried and getting both hills. But now you see UYU don't even want to give them that type of patience, that type of pleasure to be able to sit back and get in a perfect setup. They charge them right away, but Quarantine's defense may be a little bit too much as they take down 4 members of UYU.
That was a crucial fight right there. I thought Praise and Co. might be able to pull it off, but it was, I think, a 4th member of Quarantine that rotated in to help secure it. Now, 3-cap domination ringing on board with Explosive, trying to defend his home hill. Rush is going to take him out. Mental coming through. He's going to get shut down as well. Praise the last member alive there. Finally, the rotations are going to come through with Powers and Kenny and they are going to stay alive for now. But a good start from Quarantine. Look at the lives, though, as Rushy's down to 0 lives remaining alongside Morty.
Icy gonna be at 0 if he don't win this fight. Whoa, he says power is not today. Don't forget about those other championships. I got you. And he's on playing a beat down and he gets praised.
Oh my goodness. Huge kills coming in from Icy. That's 2 in a row to help his team significantly. Explosive down to his last life as well. Keep an eye on those respawns as that's going to be crucial. These players can no longer die. 3 members on Quarantine, 1 member on UYU, as this round is going to go down to the wire.
Quarantine setting up for a push. Now, there's a few win conditions on Quarantine. Those players with 0 respawns, that's who you got to pick out to give your team a man advantage. Explosive needs to be careful for his side, because if Quarantine finds that kill, that's going to give him a lot of confidence. Now, Quarantine with just 1 heal, they're going to win. And UYU, they're playing for the eliminations. They're not even playing for the heals at this point. They're going to decap A and clean up all the kills on the map. That's their win condition.
Here it
and
goes,
Powers with the most respawns, he's going to be the first to push as he's distracting players.
And it's gonna
Can UYU get there?
All red at the bottom left of your screen as Quarantine is going to shut it down here. All up to Kenny. He's going to get taken out by Solars. And just like that, Quarantine is going to do it. They go up 3-1 going into the second half.
Fran's double kill right there. He says, you're not coming this direction. Turn around, back to spawn. As Quarantine holds that setup, that was good. That was good stuff there. The focus fire on Powers to start. And even for a second, it seemed like he may have started that push a little bit early, because typically when UYU make pushes like that, they push several different lanes at once. They'll push towards the B hill, through middle, flank that direction. They'll send multiple people through trading posts. But it looked like Quarantine was able to clean up that kill on Powers and then all get focused on the next guy together and get on that same page and have that man advantage for their team.
So now we're going into the second half here, Blaze. Of course, the drop shot will remain. Big difference if you're maybe haven't tuned in for a while since Gears 4 Escalation. Power weapons remain on the map for the second half here. And of course, those who are watching, this is the grand finals. The winner's bracket team, which is Quarantine, starts up 1-0 in map count. That's why we're at now. Best of 5 series overall.
So we're going to get the Blizzard early on in this round. Now, with the sight lines being blocked by the Storm, you're going to have UYU get control of trading posts. Quarantine wasn't contesting it, but we see why. They got that tick, John. Look, 19 before 18. So it's UYU who have to be the offensive team to push.
It looks like it's going to be Quarantine that wants to push instead. They push right into the L triggers of Praise, who clutches up and takes out 2 with the support of his team. So strong start for UYU. Praise so red, it's like a beat, but he's going to get his health back, and it looks like UYU will survive. So it's going to be 2 deaths already for Quarantine. Drop shot in the hands of Empowers. Oh, but Franchise comes out of nowhere and takes him out. That drop shot was out. We'll see who will grab it.
Yeah, it was on the floor. It was meant to pick it up. Powers has said it died with it in his back pocket, because you see on the left-hand side of your screen is grayed out, but he doesn't have a shotgun there. So I'm going to assume that he has switched his shotty out. So no drop shot for UYU.
It's a big kill for Franchise.
That's going to be good for Quarantine.
Yep.
Big kill for Fran.
Here comes the home and away hill push. Rushy's getting a good first shot into Kenny. Hitting the ice as well, which is going to make Kenny even more hurt, but Empowers coming through out of spawn, making the impact that we know Empowers does. 7 kills, 10 assists already for Empowers, the young king from New York City. He's going to get another one, takes out Icy.
And UYU will get every kill on the map and get a win by way of elimination in round 5. So they do not let this one slip away. And let's not forget, folks, Quarantine only needs to win 2 maps for Fran, Icy, and Rushies to go back to back to back with a 3-peat. And you got to be honest, a lot of y'all in the chat wasn't even expecting Quarantine to make it to the winners finals. I know I was one of them. I'm be honest with you. I was one of those people, okay, based off my bracket that I did. But Quarantine, they turned up last night, and they said, you know what, when it's time to play and the big money's on the line, we show up on game day. As you can see now, UYU, you look at the weapon placements, they're finally going to get a shock, but Quarantine, they're going to have to respawn of their incendiary grenades, so they're going to get 1 every minute versus every 2 minutes for UYU.
That's going to be pretty big. And you're right, Blaze, this is personal for Quarantine. And honestly, Franchise, Rushies, and Icy are trying to show that they are the trio. It's no longer about Mental, Explosive, and Co. It's going to be these trio right here. That's the new trio of Gears Esports. They're trying to show it, but this round's going to be all UYU again. really ever since placing that drop shot, Blaze. I know that Quarantine has won a few rounds, but UYU's won most of the initial fights, and it's really showing here. All up to Rushies now. Last member alive. He's not going to be able to do a whole lot. He's going to get taken out.
And the reason being is because as Quarantine was trip capping off the start, and speaking of trip caps, UYU in this round will tie it up. So, back to the point. On the trip cap, when it came down to that trip cap off the home hill and getting that tick, when it's not no power weapon or a heal outside a trading post, you force the fight to be, or a difficult fight from home hill to home hill, and we see those elevation points when it comes down to that choke point on the bottom of your mini-map at Cavern and Brewery. So UYU says, no, we want to bring you out, because if Quarantine tries to play that strategy where they go for that tick on the home hills, they need to send enough players over there while UYU is overloading the fight at trading post. They'll ultimately get a drop shot and get the neutral hill to catch up in points. So Quarantine has to come out with a different strategy and fight head on and make plays for that trading post. Now, Quarantine, they're going to say, let's get a Botok off the front. Now, UYU had one of their grenades, but they felt like the shot grenade would be more influential than their incendiary grenade at the top of the map.
See if it pays off. Boltok's in the hands of Quarantine. Franchise going to take first spawn. He's going to get taken out by Praise, his former longtime teammate. So, despite Franchise getting there a second early, he gets shut down, and the shot grenade's not going to do a whole lot there, as it's just going to be go away and dwindle momentarily. So now, Rushies with the down explosive did not mean much. The Boltok's going to rotate through. It's Rushies with the Boltok in his hands, getting some great work into the opponents.
Anytime you see that yellow, it's a critical hit. That red means a headshot. And Rushies put some damage out on those players, taking some damage as well, but couldn't take one to the grave. Here comes the rest of the members of UYU. But Icy trying to stop the push. He's going to back up. Drop shot acquired by Praise. He misses the first one, quickly gets out and dodge, as Solars was really aggressive against his own duo.
Yeah.
And he's going to be able to take out Kenny.
Yes, sir. Solars with a huge kill right there on Kenny and dodging a drop shot. That's going to remain or leave Praise with one more drop shot remaining. Big play from Solars. Now let's see if Quarantine, who's lost every initial but one since the drop shot has been placed. Let's see if Quarantine can bounce back into this round. Franchise is going to go down. 40's already down. Here's another drop shot. He's going to miss it. So 2 missed drop shots for Praise, giving Quarantine an opportunity to fight back, but his teammates are making up for it with quite the slays on their end.
Yeah, this is a great push through middle map, flanking their opponent, shooting out some ice, getting out some damage. Praise taking a lot of damage, but he takes the right route to get behind cover and move, and the rest of these players are forced to the home hill where Kenny's waiting for him, making a triple, as he says, I'm not gonna go down on map number 1 as UYU gets to map point.
You gotta be kidding me. Kenny Bounce, are you serious right now with the amount of plays you're making today? Another triple kill from Kenny, another clutch play, overextending to the other side of the map. Let's take another look at that one. Whoop! Wrap shot on Mavo, one shot down on Morty, and then clean up with another wrap shot on Icy. What a showing from Kenny, showing why he is truly one of the best players in Gears 5. What a play.
UYU went for the death blow, and that was blocking that shot grenade out on the other end. Now, with UYU being at map point, I'm trying to think that would I have rather them have their incendiary grenade, but they knew and saved that block for the last round if Quarantine was to win this one, but they don't even want to give Quarantine a chance. They want an even fight going into this.
There it is. Nice shot by Solars. They're going to give Solars the push this time, and it's going to be Solars who cleans up his old team. Quarantine wants to lock this one down. All members of UYU going to just run away, scurry, and try to survive. Looks like one drop shot wasted already, and it looks like Quarantine wants to play for this.
That's what it's looking like, John. As Quarantine, with the drop in hand, Icy sees 4 members in front of him, but he's going to back up as he's going to get the call out from his IGL and Fran, saying back up and hold, lock down D, get the setup at E, we got drop, let's play for some time. On a flip in for UYU, their IGL and explosive is giving the troops the intel, letting them know where to set up and figuring out what objective's going to be. And he says, guys, I'm making a play. Now get to the E hill as we start to siege for this trading post, but he's going to send a player in and probably bait some drops.
He's gonna get damage on Explosive as well, so Explosive is tagged up quite a bit right now, but Rush is gonna go down. Can he die? No, he survives. Big plays. Icy pushes up and gets a kill on Powers right after. Praised inside the room, now Explosive as well. Looks like they're going to be able to ISO Explosive. Great ISO right there coming through. Explosive dead. Praise gets taken out as well. Huge plays from Quarantine as they're going to retake control. But guess who it is? It's Kenny knocking on the door of your home hill, or actually the away hill right now. Great plays from Kenny.
Yeah, that's a good overextension as his opponents try to cap it back up. He's going to have an incendiary grenade to work with if he chooses to go down there. He's trying to see if his team can get the home hill back first before he makes a play. As Praise gets in there, he gets the shot and a decap. The trading post is won by Quarantine, but Kenny's still in enemy territory. He's going to go on a slip and slide, gets one. Possibly another one as he dodges towards his opponent's home hill. He goes down, but he might get saved. Uh-oh. Key fight here as Praise puts out some damage. He may not want to overstay his welcome.
Praise going to get taken out as well. So again, Kenny making some big plays, being an absolute nuisance at their top overlook, their top perch. That was enough to keep UYU alive, and guess what? That was the distraction needed to get them the E-Hill back. But Quarantine will win as it currently stands off the D-Hill. So a little bit of a defense turtle strat might come through from Quarantine. It's going to be one last push for UYU as an opportunity to close this out. And guess what? They got a drop shot to their name here. Will they give it to Kenny, or will they keep it in the hands of the former MVP, Mental?
Hey, everybody can hit drops on this team. You don't want to waste no time while you're rotating around the map. Now Mental is just going to have to defend his E-Hill as UYU 4-man pushes the home. Great incendiary grenade by Quarantine to block off this doorway, but the down comes through. Icy stops the first man to charge in. He sees the second, but can't get explosive, but he has his teammates waiting in the wings. All out. We're going to a round 9 to kick this off.
Let's go, Gears fam. Round 9 to start this off, as my boy Blaze just said, and I would not have it any other way. You gotta be freaking kidding me with how crazy of a match this is already between these two teams. This is personal, this is for the three-peat, and this is for the overall prize pool of $240,000. I believe $80,000 for first place.
All right, so they want to be everything to be even going into this last round. It's going to be the Botok is the difference maker. Do they give it to Powers? They give it to Powers to even those odds because that Botok has a lot of pressure and headshot potential as well. So we'll see what Powers can do. The difference is the incendiary grenade half at the top for Quarantine, and the drop shot in the middle of the map. Everything else is even.
There we go. Even Stevens going into the last round here. Who's going to win the initial fight? Praise going to be tagged up quite a bit, and Quarantine's actually going to concede that first round. They opted instead to send one more person to cap their hill, I believe, or I don't know what it was, but they decided not to play for the middle. So we're going to give an opportunity here for UYU to gain map control. We're going to have a bit of a stalemate here to start things off. Blaze, what's going to finish this stalemate? What do you think these two teams do?
I wonder, can you get an incendiary grenade through that window? That feels like something that Quarantine may have stayed for Championship Sunday in the finals. As they let UYU in there, they get some damage out, but they get an incendiary grenade every minute. So they'll have 2 to break if UYU does not want to cap E right away. That's the IGL Mavo on your screen. He's definitely trying to outthink these guys. As he's watching the right, he got good eyes on the people on the left, and he's like he wants to call the play. He's looking for Mental and Praise to do something specifically.
And I love this, Blaze. This is some old school Gears in my eyes. Slow things down a little bit, call the superior strat and franchise. The only professional player to have gone pro in every single Gears title since Gears 1. My former teammate for 3 years. I know what he's doing in this exact scenario. He's commanding the troops. He knows exactly what he's doing. This is intentional. They played slow on purpose so they could get those 2 instants, so they could push with those 2 instants. I think we might see a push here coming. Rushy's going to let his flashbang rip.
Yeah, that was a preemptive flash grenade as they thought somebody was going to push E, but as we see UYU, they did a counter rotation towards the home hill, and they're going to have Kenny on top, but he knows that he needs to fight a few fights and bait out some incendiary grenades as they are able to bait out 1, but they lose 2 players in the process. So 4v3 for Quarantine as they're looking for the rest of these members of UYU.
If I'm Quarantine right now, you got to take this 4v3. You got to take this numbers advantage. It's not going to last for a long time because the respawn timers are short. Drop shot is still up. Good shots coming in from Praised here. They're going to be forced to back out and reset. Shock is going to be placed, but it's not the best shot grenade they would have wanted. Praise is still able to put so much damage.
There's the counter shot.
Counter shot comes through, and that's going to be a slight advantage for a counter shot. Powers going to break ice on Mavo, and just like that, the 4v3 advantage is now an advantage in favor of UYU.
Now, they might not have the tick, but they might try to 3-man rush this while the Blizzard's there. But you got 2 members in the inside. That Solar's in rush. That incendiary grenade is going to burn 1. The damage on the next. have to force rush back. Praise right hand. He's going to get out and hop out the window to those cool waters because it is too hot in the trading post, as you can see.
Guess what, Blaze?
Now,
A drop shot was picked up in the middle of all of that. I don't know if it was Mental who just got taken out. I'm trying to look at my screen right now. It was Mental. Mental just died with drop shot in his hands. So drop shot is out of this one. Quarantine with the disadvantage right now, but they're finally going to get that advantage. Kenny get the key kill. It comes down to this fight here. Powers takes out.
Where's Icy?
Praise gets there's all died. It's the franchise. He's going to get taken out, and just like that, UYU in a great spot. But guess what? Rushies is alive and being an absolute nuisance right now, and Quarantine has the advantage. Big 1v1.
Rushy, can he get one more? That's a down. That's a cleanup on Kenny. Now, Kenny is on his last life going into this round, as well as Mental. And look at that spree of kills there for Quarantine.
But they will win off of 2, and that is UYU. So they recognize that, and they know they have a numbers advantage. They're trying to break that E-Hill immediately. They got to get a revive quick. They're going to get that all up to Mental now. The Billy Goat himself.
The shots.
Let's see what he can do as the E-Hill's broken. They recognize they don't need to fight this. They can back out and reset. They can win off of 1, and they're going to turn it left. But here comes the push from UYU. Solar's being an absolute nuisance. He needs this down. Can he get it? No. And here comes the push from UYU. They're kind of running around like chickens with their heads cut off right now,
in that
Blaze.
cross. Explosive with the cross and center to help his teammates get out of dangerous way. You got to love it out of your IGL. Keeping his head on a swivel, knowing everything that's going down as UYU charges the home hill. They need a decap. They're trying to fight for 1 on F, but Rushies is being a little bit too much, as well as Mavo. With 5 seconds left, Quarantine takes map number 1. Their early initials at B. If UYU can get control there, their rotations on this map are going to be flawless. Now, Quarantine, we know they are going to be a good bunker team as well, but it's going to come down to who won it the most. And I personally do not see UYU getting 3-0 here in this finals, but if they do, I'm gonna go crazy, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna go crazy at the end of the day. And but now is the time. Let's see if we can get to the map 3, or if the boys are gonna close it out right here.
Here we go. Bunker, map number 2 in this overall series, overall game number 3 in this one, as we are on board to kick things off with the former member of Quarantine who left for UYU. It's M-Powers, the kid from New York City. Let's see what he can do.
Oh, and I spoke him up, John. You see Powers here on top of the platform. He's going to get that first initial down and some help as well. Taking out 2 there. Now UYU, they got control over that platform. Now, let's see what they're going to do with it.
That's exactly right. Icy, last member alive up here. Praise is going to say, hey, I'm okay with you, Icy, just sitting there. I'm going to go put some shots in for my team. Icy's going to reset and stay alive. Smart decision. And now UYU is going to have to force a retake here. So again, those that are maybe newer to watching Gears Esports and Escalation, 3 rings on the map. The team that wins the initial fight has a 2-hill setup. They're going to hold that setup, that defense. And the team that loses has to play some offense here. And they work out these strategies. What's that offensive strategy going to be? What's the retake going to be? They have every single flashbang, every single grenade placed perfectly on this retake. Let's see what they do, and let's see what the defense looks like for UYU.
And it's looking like the retake. It starts from the top bunker. If you can get a player in position to Lancer down on explosive here in the middle. Now, UYU has a few players that fit in it. It's Solars who is looking to get the angle to help out Rushies and Icy, that duo of the core 3. But it's 3 players of UYU in position, and they're doing a good job at pushing out these remaining Quarantine members.
That is correct. Good job by UYU playing some defense. The defense stands strong. Morty's going to try and get a kill. He gets taken out as well. So just like that, UYU surviving. But guess who it is? Let me guess, it's Rushies. No, it's Solars this time around. All right, usually we're used to Rushies being the Mr. Krabs or the sneaky guy on their side of the map. This time it's going to be Solars being a nuisance, trying to keep his team in this one. But so far, it's been all UYU all day.
Yeah, no, it has been. And as you see here, as Solars trying to keep a hold of his opponent's home hill, he's going to get cleaned up, and that hill goes back in favor of UYU. Now, throughout the start of this round, John, UYU, they won that early initial, so it got them the lead. This gives them some time to reset up, get into the positions in which they want Powers. This is a little cheeky spot that he's at, because he climbed up the ladder, and he's going to be at his opponent's heaven. So if somebody runs past that window, it's going to be a free kill. Uh-oh.
You'll see here, though, Blaze.
May be his first victim, but he's going to choose a different route.
You'll see here, Blaze, 2 members choosing not to spawn in. What's the reason for that? Well, on the far left, you can see they're at 0% health. They're not spawned in. They want to maintain their lives and their respawn economy for late. So if their team can do something crazy and get some kills in 3v5, maybe they'll spawn back in. But they're happy conceding this round. No problem. It's going to be 1-0 UYU as they're going to maintain respawns going in to the later rounds.
All right, UYU, they get off to a hot start, John, and I know they're happy with that one. coming off that last one, but coming off that last map. But as you know, it was a close series, 5-4 across the board. And so you can't put anything over your head, as both these squads is looking for an inch, and they will take miles off of you. As smoke grenades go down, they'll get upgraded to incendiary grenades a little bit later on. Now, Quarantine, they're going to have a better initial at the B hill on the start of this round. Last time, Powers got up, and he took the advantage for UYU, hitting a few key shots on that platform. So we'll see if Quarantine has anything to say about it this round.
We got to keep on board of Powers here. We know how good he is individually. 3-on-3 fight over for the B hill, and Powers trying to take the first initiative. He's going to take control of the pocket. Now going to get taken out by Rushies. Rushies looking for a double. Yes, he gets it. 2 kills for Rushies to kick things off. Rushman doing it big.
And that was a beautiful flash there by Quarantine. They knew Powers was going to get on top of the platform, and they timed it perfectly where Rushies jumped, and he leaped on top of that platform and found himself a double. So Quarantine, they currently have control over the map, as UYU waiting for all members to respawn, as they now are.
Yep,
so how do they want to break this setup? It's going to be hard to go from this angle. That's definitely the definition of an uphill battle. So maybe a rotation towards the B hill and through mid-map.
So that looks like that might be the play here. Looks like Explosive & Co. pushing up. Here's now the opportunity for UYU to show their retake strategy. What will the defense look like for Quarantine? Last time around, it was a flipped scenario. So looks like they're slow playing this for starters. They're going to get kind of first step.
Smoke usage.
Exactly. Good smokes to kind of push up, and a good first milestone to take this, at least take their side of top bunker control back. And now the question is what they're going to do after this. Is they're giving more and more precious time to Quarantine with every second that they wait.
And that's the first step. That's the first milestone in regaining map control and the win condition for this map. It's get your side of bunker. Now, milestone number 2 is getting mid-map control. They have the options of pushing top bunkers, going to home hill, but since they have it cleared out, they're able to fight an even 3v3 or 2v2 fight at the B hill. It's looking like a 3v3 fight, and they're going to get that initial down. So the B hill will go in favor of UYU, but the question is, will they have the win condition afterwards? We'll find out in just a bit.
They do have the win condition. I don't know if I agree with that decision by Quarantine to not fight or maintain the B hill. They decided to give it up by rotating one more to top bunker. Rushies was by himself at B. He got picked and taken out. So now, win condition in UYU's favor. It was that it made it really easy for them just to flip that scenario and take back control. And now it's going to be Quarantine that has to go for some offensive retake, and it's going to be a lot harder to do so.
And in Quarantine, they built up a nice lead in the beginning, so they can take their time as they use these smokes towards the back line and on the front line as well. The fights ensuing on top of the platform, and Fran takes out Kenny, but 2 kills being picked up by UYU. And if Rushies can find one more, he'll even the odds, but as he tries to get away, he's going to get caught out there. Mental taking his time on that shot. B hill goes back in favor of UYU. That will give them the win condition, I think.
It will. Yeah, it will. Actually, I don't know. Let's see here. Maybe not. I think that might have been enough. Yes, it will. It was. It is enough. So that was huge. Rushies getting that decap is going to mean all they need to do is turtle on their home hill. Smart plays by Quarantine, and maybe their 7,000 IQ. But look at the flank. Look at the flank through. They're going to spot it. Very smart plays by Quarantine, as it looks like now all up to Kenny. He's going to get taken out, and Quarantine's going to maintain control there. So maybe that's why they were so content giving up that B hill. They knew that all they had to do was break that B hill once and then turtle up, and they're going to get the win as a result.
And that's a good point out, John, because each of these milestones, it takes a certain amount of time to achieve them for your squad. You know, we saw how much time from UYU being in spawn till they was able to take over that first milestone on their side bunker. Then they had to get set up. They had to kind of start a fight at B. That took them a little bit more time. Then Quarantine, we had to rotate all the way back, figure out if they got the win condition or not. Then they had to turtle up on their home hill. Once that was decided, UYU had to take some more time getting to that side of the map. And the reason why it's taking time, because Quarantine's defense is so good. So they were just effectively getting points throughout all of that. So it shows why having such a good initial is so important on a map like Bunker.
Exactly right. On board now with Praise. He is going to try and do some New York things. New York, the home of Gears of War, many would say. Is Praise going to get one? Mental Powers get another. And it's going to be all UYU to start things off. Icy, last member alive here. He's going to get shut down. Icy from Ohio gets taken out as well. The Midwest kid not able to do it for his team in a 1v4. And now all eyes on Solars. He's just going to maintain. Teammates will spawn up, and it's going to be advantage UYU this time around.
Now UYU, they're going to defend this just like Quarantine defended the round before. This exact situation that we saw last time, but the teams have flipped. Now Quarantine, They might use the smokes to try to bait up and get these guys away from this power position first. As you see, Powers and Co, they're going to back up. Because at a certain point, that height advantage transfers over to Quarantine when they get too close to the edge of the bunker.
Good kills coming through from Explosive. On board with Solars right now. Needs to go huge against Kenny. Not going to do so. So Quarantine hangs on here. This time they want to get the 3-cap domination. I think they might just get it. I'm not sure if UYU is going to respawn back or give them this round. They're a little bit low in lives. Looks like they're going to opt to fight for now at least. And they're alive. Ooh. They're still in this one. Nice update from Rush. Beautiful.
Kenny gets that kill on Fran. That's a win on this round, okay? He put a shot on the guy on the left and quickly turned and shut Kenny on the right. Created an opening for Quarantine to get out of their spawn, and now they're contesting for this B-Hill.
Oh my God, Praise. They didn't see Praise in that corner there. Blending in. Praise gets the double. Looking for the triple on Icy. He doesn't even need to get it. He can just chill, as it looks like Icy's going to make a play. Icy gets one. Woo! Praise gets the third. A massive triple kill for Praise to secure this round for his team, at least for the moment.
That's the difference in the two styles of play. You got some wall bouncers and you got some strafers. Praise, he plays on 20, 30, 30. A player like Powers plays on 28, 28, 28. So a difference in sensitivity, you can visibly see that in the play styles. And the thing is that both works. Just decide which works for you.
That's exactly right. Praise wants to be a bit more methodical, wants to take his time, hit his shots, hit his back gaze, likes to play for back gaze, likes to play defensive, leverage cover to his advantage. Some players want to up A and get in your face. Simple as that. And at the end of the day, diversity in play style is always fun to watch, always fun to see. And that's what you love about Gears as well, as Solar's giving a nice little respectful salute to his former teammate Mental.
As he's like, yo, it was good playing with you, kinda, but now you gotta beat us. You gotta get 3 maps in a row. The way that this Quarantine squad has been playing, you know, when I think about how many maps have they lost today, they haven't lost. Well, yeah, they haven't lost a map since they've won 3 maps in a row. They haven't lost one since that Rise matchup in map number 1, which was on District, I do believe. So let's see. No, Asylum. Take that back. Now, Incinerate grenades are going to be there, but the drop shot's there, John. That's going to be important.
Oh, that's massive. Massive drop shot placement to let you finish up your thought there. Now we got drop shot on bunker. So that's going to flip things a little bit. No longer will artillery be the focus of the map or the B-Hill. It's now going to be over towards the top side bunker. Icy trying to get first blood, but it's going to be all red at the bottom left of your screen as UYU continues to win a lot of these initials. They're 3 for 4 in initials. And guess what? This time they get a drop shot to try and secure this round in the hands of Kenny.
They need to extend this lead by another round because Quarantine ain't playing around today. As they have been working diligently to just get this advantage and come out with this win, they know that it is not over until they get that 3rd map on the board, and they respect their opponents so much. Despite all the talk, they know how good these 5 players are on UYU, and they can turn up at any given time. Quarantine, look at the rotation of home hills, but from downtown, woo, Kenny connects.
Massive. Kenny connects for the one that was still up, by the way, too, because Solars was down. Perfect, or Morty's was down, sorry. Perfect drop shot for Kenny. That's going to stop that push. And now, it's the last round of the half, so you have to be careful for lives. Looks like 2 lives for everyone. Doesn't seem like they're in too bad of a spot. You still got to be cautious. And now it's going to be Quarantine. It's going to have to back on reset. But look who's being sneaky. It's Empowers. Nice reaction shot comes through from Rushies. And here comes the fight towards mid-map bunker. Right, Mental gets taken out as well. Huge double kill coming through for Rushman.
Yo, good job to him to be able to steady up that shot and connect on Mental there because Mental was looking to take one to the grave, but he took him out, and Kenny's still in the spot with that one drop. Oh, he gets marked, and that Lancer with a little recoil there, that can change the trajectory of that drop shot and knock it off course, but he knows that his teammates have this locked down. And Kenny, he's just going to relax here. He's not moving. Going to keep marking these players and let his teammates know, guys, just hurry up, cap the home hill, get in position. We still have a 20-point lead. You guys just need to get here. I'll hit some drops, and we'll win this round.
I think Kenny may have used that last drop shot because now he's pushing up with his Nasher out. So Kenny full red. He's going to deter the push at least a bit for UYU. Here comes the push. This might be for the round here. Instin's going to be missed. Mavo up A's the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. He gets taken out, and now it's going to be a kill and advantage in favor of UYU. They're going to regain control of B-Hill.
And they're going to get it capped officially. Solars went for a nice back A to make this a 2v2 on platform. Made an attempt, didn't get it. Now Explosive gets the drop shot at top bunker. So that's going to be a 3v2 fight at the top, but they're going to win it. As Solars tries to turn up at the B hill, he's going to go down. So that's 2 members dead of Quarantine. And UYU got a few drop shots to work with.
Exactly right. Rushies with the overextension is going to grab the away hill. Smart play from Rushies, being a nuisance, which we know he's great at. And the 1v1 against Powers, making a 2v1 is someone's going to come off a spawn. That's Explosive. Explosive may have died with the drop shot out. I'm not sure if I missed that on my end. I'm looking at my screen right now, and it looks like Kenny has drop shot in his hands.
Yes, he does. 3-man rush back Quarantine. They get 1. They get 2. B-Hill decap. And with this, they can tie it up 2-2 unless Powers can make a play. He's going to need some help to do so as well, but Fran wasn't having it. He says, I've seen that strafe one too many times. I know exactly where you're going to go.
He said, I birthed that strafe as the big brother of Powers for many, many years. Franchise, of course, being the first one to take that risk on Powers when he turned 17 and was old enough to compete back on the Echo Fox roster in Gears 4. And just like that, times have changed. Franchise playing against his little brother. He's going to take him out in that 1v. And just like that, it will be 2-2 going into the second half. We got another good one here, Blaze. 2-2 tied up. Can we see this one go to the distance again with another round 9?
I hope so. You know, I think the fans deserve it. They've been awesome all weekend long, John. And folks, it is 2-2. And map number 3, give yourself a round of applause. Put some ones in the chat just to show yourself some love, because you guys have been turning up in the chat and on Twitter all weekend. Love, much appreciated. As we head into the first round and a half, all respawns will be replenished back to 4 for all players. And when it comes down to the weapon selection, the biggest difference is going to be that home hill placement, that shot.
Exactly. Or maybe it was a flash. Couldn't see to double check again. On board now with Powers to kick things off. Rush is going to get first blood. Malva going to follow up. It's going to be all Quarantine. They get another one. So that's 4 dead and drop shot. Mental gets taken out as well. Here's a clutch opportunity. Keep in mind, player respawn timers are very long. So this should be around for Quarantine when it will be.
They got it with that kill on Mental. Win by way of elimination. He was not able to back up in time. By him staying alive there, maybe, just maybe, you get the boys from Quarantine saying, hold up, let's not charge it just yet. But I think they still would have got the round because they had 2 drop shot, they had the other hill caps, and they had the utility grenades
and long
to
respawns.
Hold off a home hill push.
The land long respawns on top of that. In the first round, you have the longest player respawns of any round. So yeah, that's a good call out. Mental did get taken out. I'm not sure who it was in that 1v1. I think it was a 1v1 that took out Mental from afar with the Lancer out. So well done, whoever that was on Quarantine, to secure the round right there for Quarantine. And guess what? They go up 3-2. And this is not match point, but match map. If Quarantine wins this map, it is over. They're going to win with a 3-0 sweep overall over UYU. That would be a statement.
And that was Fran, John, as he's playing 1v1 with Mental on that side of the map. Now, when it comes down to getting kills, Powers.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, he gets the meat, and that's a return. An elimination. Say, hey, you know what? You can have this favor right back. We return it to you. 3-3 on the board, even quicker than the previous round.
26 seconds. Unbelievable. Look at this play for Powers. Powers gets 1, bodied. Gets 2, bodied. Comes through, gets a 3rd. Gets a 4th with the melee, double melee down. Meat shield into a quad kill for M Powers. The young man from the Bronx is going to do it again. What a showing from M Powers in that round and in this grand final. We are tied 3-3. Blaze, these two teams, it's like it truly feels like 2 heavyweight boxers trading punch for punch in this grand final. They are so locked, so loaded. And I'll tell you right now, those punches hurt.
Man, even we can feel a few of them on some of the rounds, okay? I'm pretty sure the fans in the chat can feel a few of those punches. Just getting some of that residual blow towards us, man. Both these squads, they ain't holding back any strength on those punches. So you see the placement, and you're going to get that incinerate grenade for the side of UYU. It's going to get cut in half there. That's something you got to watch out for. As the flashes go out, Icy's going to get stunned, and he's going to have to back up there, John.
Exactly right. So I'll finish a little slower this time around. Now Morty's going to finally get taken out. A little over-aggressive from Morty's. He tries to make a quick play, goes for a flank. Rushies grabs the drop shot, gets taken out as well. So UYU with another initial win in this round. They've gotten the upper hand slightly in the initial fights, but Quarantine is doing a good job not letting the initials define them, stealing a couple rounds after that.
Now, UYU, they win the initial, and they get the kills that they were looking for, and they're hunting down a few more players, but they're going to get called away in Powers. He's going to retreat to the rest of his team as they're going to hang out here top bunker. They do got a drop shot to use, and Kenny has it. He's getting the call out to the marks that Quarantine is possibly thinking about going for their home hill, and they're going to need his assistance. As he lines that one up, he connects with a double.
Well placed by Kenny, again showing his drop shot prowess as an individual. Mental now trying to get some revenge on Franchise, who took that 1v2 rounds ago. Franchise going to back out and reset, and he will survive here. Lives to fight another day. So UYU currently has a 2-hill-to-1 setup, and Quarantine's going to have to try to make a push here. And they might be able to time this with the drop shot spawning at around the same time, or they might try to bait out those drop shots. I think Kenny has one more in his chamber.
Yeah, he has one more in that chamber, but he's going to choose to back out there. Icy goes down. Rusty's just trying to fight in the back. As he's holding off this drop shot pickup, you got Solars and Morty there. It's going to settle just a bit. Even though it's chaotic, both teams find their footing. Now they're looking for their next target, and it might be closer to the E-Hill. As Rusty's just trying to make a play. Quarantine, they're going to push down a cave, and UYU says, Morty, where you running? We're coming for you. Quarantine, they found their target, but who's going to get theirs first? And it's Solars who goes down.
Woo! Mental with the flank and the double kill. Massive play coming through as Mental just kind of flanked right through the cut right there in the middle of the map and got a double. But guess what? That leaves Icy wide open for an opportunity because Mental did rotate over to push the away hill. And they are currently down by 80 points, so it's a significant disadvantage for Quarantine. They're going to have to slay out here, and Icy in a really rough spot. It's going to be difficult to do.
Looking real difficult, because that is back-to-back rounds won by way of elimination. Now,
history repeating itself, Blaze? 4-3?
Well, I would tell you one thing. If Quarantine has a passive as a team, as a unit, their passive is that they get better as each round passes by. So technically, Quarantine, in my eyes, gets stronger on round 8 and 9. So UYU cannot let up just yet, because that IGL on the other side in Franchise, he's been taking note of every little thing. His teammates have been collecting and gathering intel for him on these UYU members. And now it's time for him to execute a perfect strategy these next 2 rounds. And we'll see if he can do it, because if he does, he's going to be a 3-time champion.
Indeed. We saw it happen in map number 1. Down 4-3. Quarantine called 2 great strats to win the last rounds 8 and 9. Will they do it again here, or will UYU keep alive in this one? Here comes the initial fight right away. 2 members in the middle for UYU. 1 member in the middle for Quarantine. Franchise coming a little late, trying to rotate through. It's going to be Praise that gets the first shot in. It's going to be Powers that gets another. Just like that, UYU gets the first couple kills. But guess what? It's a drop shot in the hands, but he's going to get taken out. Solars. So now, Franchise last member alive.
He's getting chased by Praise. Praise wants it. He smelled that MAC victory, and he's going to get the mark. His teammates are there as well. They clean him up, but they're going to have to back up, because that was Fran overextended towards his opponent's side of the map. So if you look at the mini-map, he created a little bit of opening for his teammates, mainly Rush, to get down here towards his mid-cave. He's trying to take one to the grave, but UYU keeps their spacing, and they stay alive. Top bunker, and they get set up.
So smart by Praise right there, the way he played that. He could have kept chasing. He could have been screaming and gotten baited by Franchise for the easy kill. Instead, Franchise recognized someone was spawning. He went back for Praise, and Praise was ready. Took his Lancer out for a moment, ended up with the shotgun out, back rolled, stayed alive, waited for the 2v1 support, and got that kill on Franchise. Small but subtle plays that Praise makes right there that make the difference to keep his team alive, as Franchise could have made a play.
Definitely could have there. Now, let's see. When you got to look at this moment, the flashes and smokes are going to be out for both teams. So the push here in the middle, UYU, they're going to find their target as Quarantine pushes on the other side. Franchise with the flank gets 2 shots in on Mental. He's there to save his teammate, and Solars and Powers just run straight to the spawn and says, forget this. I'm not going to get caught in the open in a 1v2. He gets himself a better fight and decaps that home hill.
Brilliant.
But ultimately, he forces 2 players back to their side of the map, relieving pressure for his teammates to keep the lead and get set up.
Brilliant, but keep in mind though, it's a little flipped here, I believe, as the home hill maps, the home hills are taken by the other teams.
No, they should be good.
They should be good. Okay, they are correct. All right, I'd make sure I double back on that. Yeah, they are good.
Good question though. Yeah. It was crazy in that round.
Yeah, well, I got a little flip there.
No, a lot of back and forth there on the platform. A lot of flanks that came through.
Exactly right. I got flipped there, but I like that call by Quarantine on the retake strategy. Franchise called for a mid-map push, a flank all the way through the B side of the map. Got a kill there. Here comes the push now for UYU back on that E-hill.
And that shot flushed Icy's out into the open. He gets cleaned up, but Rushies and Morty working together. A pinch from both ends of that middle tunnel.
Oh, drop
Powers
shot.
gets the drop. Over the top. Does he get him? He gets one. Trying to cap the hill, but does not want to take damage in the process as Fran is going to be at the top tables. He gets the hit marker.
Brilliant drop shot, a little bit further than out in the kill. But look at Franchise from top tables, making a play, almost got the double. Solar's gonna follow up, Solar's gonna get punished though. So a little bit of a good opportunity, high risk, high reward play from Franchise and Solars. It's not gonna pay out. And just like that, Quarantine up by 20 points. Now it's gonna be UYU looking to step on the throats, looking to force the game number 4.
And UYU are setting up in the victory formation. All 5 players alive. Quarantine needs to decap 2 hills at the same time. Number 5, Rushies, he's overextended, has a 1v1 to fight on the other side of the map. Multiple players hopping onto the B hill.
Clutch
But in the end,
round. Look at the
UYU,
score.
they surpass Quarantine on the very last tick.
Overall series 2-1. And guess what? Training Grounds is ready. Game 4. Right here, right now, the Gears of War Esports Online Major Grand Finals between UYU and Quarantine. The rivalry, the grudge match is live. We're going to hop on board to kick things off with Rushman himself to start.
All right, let's see what he can do over here towards his back U. And he's not even going to get contested. Both teams flipped strategies that I thought they were going to run. And so UYU goes for the defensive strategy on their home hill, and they get the cap at B for free. They're going to get a call out over there on that side of the map to clean up the kill. But as you see, that defense on the home hill, those Lancers may be a little bit too much for Quarantine to handle.
Wow. All right. Interesting strats to start things off here. Quarantine going to take that B hill, and we'll be able to get that B hill back. And Quarantine has to play now aggressive for home and away. It's going to be praised. Opportunity to make a play. Nope, he's stuck in a 3v1. The Lancer Fire is not there now as B hill was taken in control and pulled aggro of Mental. Kenny, though, going to get it down. Kill on Solars. Rushy's last alive. That's his last down. Yes, it is. He's out of here. Just like that, UYU wins the initial here to start.
Uh-oh. UYU, they come out. They were able to get that kill, and now Powers with overlook control. Kenny's getting aggressive towards the home hill, but he gets tagged up and bagged up by Mavo. So nobody from UYU will be on this home hill of Quarantine, but with the flashes flying, Fran is going to try to take some damage for his team and find a play, but by him taking damage, it allows Solars to get up on top of the overlook. And this is something that I can't stress enough with players. That front spawn sometimes cannot make it in. He soaks up a lot of that damage your opponent's putting out. And while they're reloading, that's where you make your play. As we see Praise, he finds his play on Morty's and Icy.
Exactly right. The Lancer Fire has been insane in this round. UYU is running their strategy so incredibly well. I got to give my hat off to them. They ran an intentional B strat setup, team firing and lancering to make sure they can defend their home hills because that's all Quarantine had to play for. Franchise is going to get taken out here. UYU is looking very strong, out-stratting and outplaying in round number 1, undoubtedly. And the score is going to show 100-point lead, and the first round goes in favor of UYU. My question is, Blaze, how does Quarantine react? Do they try to force a square peg in a round hole with the same strategy, or do they send some players to B and fight for that B hill?
Well, step number 1, I do believe both these teams will be putting a pair of flash grenades down, possibly at the upper home hills. From this, since UYU won round number 1, they're going to prioritize the front spawn, getting a utility grenade. And Quarantine is going to match that, because regardless of whatever strategy UYU run, if you guys do go man-on-man, you need the front spawn to be able to match his opponent, because if not, he's going to get walked all over. And they knew it was Mental who got that nade. Even though but Mental, he's going to be going low side towards B, so he's not even going to need that at overlook. Rushies, he checks it, he gives the call out, he rotates immediately because he knows already where his first target is going to be.
Yeah, so same strats for both teams. Looks like this time UYU is not going to try and push away at home, though. They're going to try and down Mental. They're going to get Mental take ISO'd. Praise right underneath him. That's 1 kill, 5 on 4 for Quarantine. So will they get the B hill back? Yes, looks like it's ticking. And now it looks like UYU is going to try and push up towards the overlook. Rushies needs to survive.
And he's trying to, as he's being hunted down. Praise with a flash in his back pocket, going to scare off some Quarantine members. As we see UYU capping the B hill.
Big fight.
And it's a brawl that way.
Look at the Lancer Fire coming through from Explosive. It's strong. Icy going to get tagged up quite a bit. Needs to rotate back to his teammate. Icy's going to get a kill on Mental. So they're going to hold on to the B hill. So now it's going to be an inverse scenario. UYU losing B hill control. Quarantine has it. Rushies playing with aggression on Explosive. and they're not going to get much damage in that first shot. He recognized that he's going to back out and try and just be a nuisance on that C hill.
And he stayed alive till Powers got there. That was an important play there for Explosive. Definitely don't want to be on respawn there, as Quarantine would probably charge to try to take over the game. They got their home hill, but UYU, they're about to take this point lead as Kenny gets that kill on Rushies. UYU locks in Overlook. Their B hill is locked down as well. They got a player in God spot. They're going to get into a fight.
Lancer fight.
As Powers gets out Lancer, he didn't get enough help from his teammate above. That's going to be a missed flash. He tried to bank it off that top so he can possibly escape and give his teammates a little bit of leeway to be able to get that revive.
All right, so no, Swarm team win condition is set. They will win off of 2 hills in 65 seconds. So they want to maintain control of this B hill push, but UYU needs to push for home and away hills. Here comes the push. Looks like they're going to get into enemy territories across the 50-yard line here. And an opportunity now for UYU to get this A hill from Quarantine. They're going to have to start with some kills, though. First step, break the hill. Second step, body. That's going to happen as Rushies get taken out. Mavo now tagged up quite a bit as well. He's going to go down, and it's going to be Morty on the flank, not going to connect. So, well executed from UYU. They're going to regain control here and the 2-hill cap, and actually might be able to win by elimination. Yes, they do.
UYU, 2 rounds in a row, they come out swinging. Now, Quarantine is a squad that does not want to invest too many respawns in the early rounds and give that advantage to their opponents. Because typically, by the time we get to rounds 3 and 4, we get some big power weapons along the center lines. The respawn timers get at their lowest, and you want those respawns to be able to fight with. And this is what I'm talking about. And this is why they save those respawns, because now they get to go have a 4v4 fight at the back U and get control of Overlook and Drop Shot. And with those 2 objectives, they can win the round.
And this is what Quarantine wanted all along. They wanted to fight at Drop Shot. Now they say, hey, you don't want to fight us? Now you have to. Here comes the push. Rushies leading the charge. Mental going to push right through, get a good first shot on Rushies. Solar's ready in enemy territory. Needs to go big. Rushies needs to get there. He's going to get stunned, though. It's a good late flash coming through from UYU. And it looks like UYU is going to clean up to start.
Yes, they do. Taking out 2 members there. Taking out 4 members there of Quarantine. The last one left was Morty for the elimination. He just hit up top. He says, I'm not moving an inch. Nobody shall find me. And he's able to get out and dodge and save his team from the 3rd elimination victory for UYU. So, B hill being contested by Quarantine.
Yeah, good job by Morty to stay alive right there, and a good down coming through as well. The Lancer Fire is going to come through as well, though. Icy going to take out 1 that's explosive. 5 on 4 now for for Quarantine. Nice drop shot placed by Kenny, looking for the double. He's going to get it. Kenny Bounce doing big things with the drop shot.
That's like his 4th double kill of the day, of this series probably, with that drop shot. And he has been automatic with it.
Not missing, that's for sure. Kenny Bounce going to regain B hill now as well. Now, as things slow down here, Blaze, Quarantine's trying everything they possibly can, and not a lot is working for them. What do they got to do differently here to try and win this round in particular?
Quarantine, they're going to have to, step number 1, get Overlook, because even if they send 3 players down to B, number 5, Praise, he has an ankle. Also, UYU, they got that God set up at the B hill, so it's going to be very difficult to break now. If you can get Overlook, you'll have a better chance at sieging it. Also, you'll even have another option open to you by being able to approach your opponent's A hill and play for that home hill setup to get some points. But as we see, the flashes are coming out. UYU forces that player off Overlook. And now, can they hold the fight? Can they hold it at the B hill? And they will, John. Praise finds 2.
Yes, indeed. So it looks like UYU opted for the B hill push, and UYU noticed it, rotated, had the right bodies to throw in there, plus the support coming in from Heaven.
Yeah.
That was more than enough. And of course, when we say God spot, we need the spot right underneath Heaven where you can't get shot from above, and you're kind of invincible, if you will. Can't get shot from many different angles.
And also, I want to clarify that too. It was, Quarantine making that push. UYU, they had the perfect defense, and they had the great rotation to defend against that one. Now, B hill is being capped up by Quarantine. With this being capped, I do not believe that they get a win condition. And even if they do, UYU has the drop shot, and they can break any of these hills, the B hill, the C hill. They can also get a few more kills with it being 1 round left and a half. Fran, he's going to be on his last life now.
Yeah. That is looking dangerous, looking bleak for Quarantine. It has been all UYU all day. Kenny's going to do it again with another drop shot kill. And you got to think, Franchise can't spawn up since he's on his last life, which you mentioned. Will he choose to spawn is the question. Nope. Franchise is going to concede this round, has to, going into the last round if they want a living, breathing chance. UYU is absolutely dominating this map from start to finish. Outstratting, better initials, better rotations, and right now just a better team.
Kenny hasn't missed a drop shot in probably like 4 acquisitions of it throughout the last 2 maps. Just connected, automatic. And he knows one thing, that if he can get his team a man advantage, they will work their numbers. They will put the pressure on their opponent. And if he gets them a 2-man advantage, even better. But typically we see him get a double with the first drop and save the second until they need it the most. And it just feels like you're being suffocated by UYU, because everything you attempt, everything you try, whether if it's the home hill setup, the B setup, you think it's going well, and Kenny just a drop shot over the sky just to ruin all your plans every time.
Right, playing flawless with it. Kenny, in my eyes, one of the most underrated and unspoken of as a top player in the game players. He kind of gets overshadowed by a lot of his teammates. You know, of course, the old Optic Gaming roster, of course, Empowers more recently, but he is playing phenomenal, always has, and honestly in contention for best player in Gears right now in my eyes. I'm going to Mental right now, though. Mental gets great shots in. Speaking of best players in Gears, he's been doing it for a while. Mental gets a nice double kill with the support of his team. Franchise trying to turn the narrative. Not going to be able to. That's going to be another life for him, and that's going to be a win by elimination that is stopped by a spawn that comes through. Looks like it's going to be Rushy still alive.
Now that drop shot is in play. If they can make it happen, A gets capped, but nobody's going to shoot any drop. Oh, there you go. I was wondering when it was going to come to stop that hill from being capped, but Kenny, a little bit distracted at the B fight. He's not able to rotate in time.
Another
Got to help
shot.
his teammate out and looking to win his 1v1,
Wow.
but he gets a little help. And Mental says, thank you for the assist, and I'll return the favor.
Unbelievable, man. This squad shooting for each other, drop shotting for each other, doing everything for each other right now as UYU. Revives come through. Just like that, UYU continues to maintain this setup as the B hill was broken momentarily with a push that came through, but UYU stops it. They get B hill back. Order is restored for them. Here comes the push, though. Rushies on the B hill, looking to break it. He's going to get at least that, but goes down in the meantime. Good team fire from Mental from the overlook. Franchise now just has to wait for his teammate to respawn. This is the last round. Franchise on his last life. Morty on his last life. They can't die.
No, they cannot die whatsoever. In his last round and a half, they do not want to be down 4-0 on training grounds. But I'm pretty sure some of you fans are like, yes, we get a map 5. We get a greater chance at a map 5. 3 majors in a row.
Crazy.
We go the distance in our grand finals. What a time to be alive.
Gears
Now
5
quarantine.
has not disappointed Blaze one bit. The UYU fans better be ecstatic. Let's get some UYUs in the chat right now if you are behind this team and looking to see history be made with the UYU reverse sweep.
And let's get some quarantines in the chat. If you're looking to see the trio of Rushies, Fran, and Icy go for a 3-peat and Morty get his first, as well as Solars. This team has been through it all with their backs against the wall and everyone against them. If quarantine does it today, you can't, you gotta,
No
just that core 3, you gotta put them on the same pedestal of Pippen, Rodman, and Jordan when it comes down to Gears 5. You just, especially after a 3-peat to start the season, come on.
That Chicago Bulls 3-peat, man. I've been enjoying myself some Last Dance. But you gotta win 6 total. You gotta get 2 separate 3-peats to make it official. I'm just saying, Rushy's now with the drop shot in his hands. Last push, last effort for quarantine. Might be the last failure, as it looks like they're all gonna get eliminated 1 by 1. Quarantine down 0-4. UYU looking perfect, looking great in map number 4.
Man. Well, I will say this. If you're a quarantine fan, just know, in the back of UYU's head, they're thinking, hey, man, this morning Parallax won 4 straight rounds on us today and almost sent us home on a map 3 on training grounds. So quarantine, and Parallax probably learned a few lessons from quarantine on some of those rotations, if we're being honest. But quarantine, let's see if they can do it again. This is a new half, and I tell you this squad gets better as the rounds go on.
Agreed.
Let's see if they can get off to some better initials. They've gotten a few looks at the drop shot fight.
Yep.
And we'll see if it finally starts working out for them. It starts with Rushies.
Yes, it does. I think more specifically, too, Quarantine is a better second half team on this map specifically. So let's see what they can do here. On board right now with Praise. It looks like the shot's going to come through. Rush is going to go down. That's a good start for UYU to try and close this out. Kenny takes out Morty on the flank, but Franchise going to neutralize with one. 4-on-4 fight. Let's see what can happen. It's going to be another push that comes through. Rushies gets a kill. Icy gets taken down. Rushies trying to survive for his life right now. Somehow going to do it. Franchise on the defense as well. Rushies still alive, I believe, up top.
He might be. Solars is going to be defending this with his pistol out in hand. His teammate blocks a few shots for him. And drop shot acquired by UYU. They also got a 2-to-1 hill advantage.
So another good.
See how Quarantine wants to set up. Oh, that's a mishap.
Yeah, slight mishap right there.
Oh, Icy's there to save the day.
Kenny, though, has a drop shot to secure the day, secure the bag, and Kenny secures it with a double kill.
Oh, that was a beautiful double. And make it a triple because I thought he cleaned up the kill. But UYU is going to a map. Number 5.
Between Quarantine and UYU. We just finished with some love. Let's also start this map with UYU or Quarantine. Who do you got? Who do you want? Who's going to take it? Is it going to be the UYU former Optic Gaming dynasty or the new dynasty of the Quarantine 3 plus Solars? And of course, Mortifies make an addition to this squad. Let's see who's going to come out on top. Initial fight starting strong. It's going to be red at the bottom left. Not for the best reasons, though. A little bit of a team down, but it's going to be UYU starting strong.
5-man rush to the tracks.
Wow.
They've been saving that strat, John, if you ask me, as they try to hunt down Icy and Morty. They're capping their heals. Most importantly, they're capping their opponent's home hill as well. But Icy said, yeah, that was cute, but I ain't going down like that. Hurry up and come off respawn, guys. I need your help.
And Icy didn't recognize that they went flying for the away hill, so Icy could have pushed Kenny in that 1v1 on B and secured the bag. Instead, he gets taken out. He got himself sandwiched a little bit with the rotation coming through. So when things settle, it is going to be UYU gaining back control of their home hill, and it's going to be Quarantine doing the exact same. A hell of a strat to start things off here from UYU. 5 people over to tracks to take the 5-on-3 numbers advantage.
I see him.
I must say so myself as well. Now, after the dust has settled, UYU have a 2-to-1 hill advantage. Now, 2v2 down low at the tracks, but number 8, Explosive, he has a nice cheeky angle to help either side, and he knows that my teammates up top need my help. They focus fire, the choke point at the door. They manage to get a kill. Explosive on the flank gets the down, waiting for his teammate to flank Icy as they pinch him. Icy punches his way through to getting another kill. But it's UYU who defend their home hill for now. And this overextension is huge because the only player who was live was Powers. He's going to have to fight a 1v1 until his teammates can get back to that home hill.
Oh my gosh, such clutch plays from Powers there. He's going to break the hill, make some noise, be a nuisance. And guess what? Rushies should get taken out here as well. Yes, he will. Heads up play from Powers, and he's still alive.
Good job to stay alive.
Exactly. He's still alive as well. Brilliant plays. Most players would have just broken that hill and fought till death on the away hill. Powers rotated back to his team, got a sandwich. He's still alive in this game.
Yeah, he's still alive, man. Powers playing his life, extending it around and extending the map for his squad. The B hill getting decapped for UYU. It's a Quarantine with the lead. Double train tracks, flashes on the left and the right. Praise can't do much. Has the support of his team, but they cannot get the kills.
Oh, there it is. Nicey going to take out one. Baited his teammate a little bit to get that kill, but the flank's going to come through. Guess who it is?
Powers.
M Powers is everywhere on this map. He's teleporting like a Super Saiyan as UYU is just one step ahead in round number 1. However, Quarantine does have the lead right now in terms of overall score advantage, so you got to wonder who's going to get the last laugh here in round number 1.
We're about to find out, as this is a close one. And when UYU cap this hill, we're going to have a lead change at some point. Quarantine are going to take this time. They got about 15 seconds to get in position and give their final push of round number 1, where Morty has one respawn as well as Icy, as well as Solars and Rushy and Fran. They committed a lot to this round, John.
Wow. Praise with only one respawn as well. This has been an absolute bloodbath. Absolutely insane. 4 people, all 5 people on Quarantine with 1 respawn left, you gotta be kidding me. They gotta win this round at this point after committing so many resources. And guess what? The defense is gonna stay strong. Mavo comes through on the B hill. It's gonna get broken. Mavo's gonna get 1. Can Mavo get the double?
He has to do it.
He's gonna miss the shot he needed, but it's gonna be Morty comes on the flank. Beautiful reaction shot from Explosive, and he's gonna connect for the kill. Gilbert Explosive secures
They
the
would
bag.
have won too.
They get it. No, they get it. Quarantine gets the
They
round.
did it! Holy crap, John. They did it. If it was any round that they had to win on that map, it was that one. They invested so much and to be able to come out there at the end to win those fights in the last second. It just shows that Quarantine is smarter than all of us.
Look at these final moments here as the clock is just ticking. A win by 2 or 3 points. They were able to decap every single hill. They were able to stay alive and break that B hill by not letting them capture. What a round by Quarantine. But again, the story that's gonna tell is the long game, because guess what? You only got 2 lives apiece for every single member of Quarantine.
Yeah, those were some clutch decaps at that B hill and at the home hill. But UYU, after that first round strategy, and they had every advantage in which they wanted. It worked out, but they could not close it out. I know they're scratching their heads at that one and saying, all right, guys, we gotta take these next few ones. But they did get something out of that last one. And what that was is the respawn economy for Quarantine. They used up so many of their lives. So going through these next 3 rounds, UYU can still come out on top with a 3-1 lead.
Crazy.
But they have to win this one, though.
They do. Yeah, absolutely crazy. That's why you see Quarantine's playing different. They're playing a little more passive. They know they can't just run around freely. But guess who can? Empowers still has 4 respawns, the most in the game. That is a scary player to let run around freely and play with nothing to lose here with 4 lives behind his name. So keep an eye on how Empowers plays his lives here. Also keep in mind, Quarantine currently has the 2-point tick in hill advantage. UYU did that 5-man track strat, recognizing that Quarantine likes to send 2 people to cap their home hill. That's a slight advantage that Quarantine likes to take. UYU capitalized with the initial in round 1. Quarantine capitalized with the round win in round number 1. And that leads us to the standoff that we're at right now.
All right, so who's going to make the move first? Who's going to get it? And Morty was so clutch in that last round. Oh, it was Rushies with that decap. Oh, my God. All right. We had the dust was settled. That first round was just a little bit so confusing. You know, I got a chance to rewatch it back. I want to know who was going to make that play. As we see the smokes are coming out, the push is going to start for Quarantine.
You have to be careful.
They're backing up multiple players from UYU, and Kitty's down.
Oh, Icy with the massive double. Can he get it? Solar's going to get taken out as well. Icy playing with a lot of aggression here. Guess what? It's praised. He's going to back out and reset. So they will grab the 2 hill advantage, but they want to step on the throats right now. Morty is on in no man's land. He's going to get taken out.
Explosive. He's going to have his teammate with him. Icy and Fran. They're looking to get their home hill back, but they're waiting for reinforcements. And they are going to have a player down in Morty. But as they're holding off their opponent's home hill, they're going to use the smoke grenade to back up. But all players may not make it out. As Praise finds an escape route, he's going to be able to be safe behind his wall and get revived. So he's going to be on his last down going into the next team fight he's a part of. Quick rotation by Quarantine. They're going to start making a play for B.
Good job. Power's going to take out Franchise. Franchise now maybe playing with fire here. Only 1 life remaining for him. Solar's Morty also down. Actually, Morty's going to be down to his last life if he chooses to respawn here. It's going to be Icy and Solar's pushed up, taking out Explosive. Home away hill push. Good job by that duo right now. They're going to break that hill. They just got to survive, but the flank's going to come through. A smart flank from UYU. As it's going to be all up to Icy. He takes out 1, wants the revive, can't get it. As Solar's was taken out. Icy in a really tough spot here. Back against the wall. Quite literally almost gets the 1 shot he needed on Mental, but Mental shuts it down. B-Hill, though,
this is a huge momentum round for UYU. And this is where it's crazy because now Quarantine's playing with fire in his first half because they have to spawn in and at least commit 1 or 2 lives to each of these rounds. If not, all their efforts in the earlier portions of the round are useless. And that's why Solars and Morty are not saving their respawns. They had a lead and they could win it once again. Fran's down, Solar's down, and a nice revive. Icy, can he hold off and even it out? He cannot. Both of these guys out of here. And Quarantine capping his B hill they still have a win condition.
And Morty is on his last life as well. So Solars is out of this game, and it looks like it's going to be the C Hill that might make the difference. Icy's playing aggressive. He's actually rushing. He's going to try and get it, but it won't be enough. Yes, it will. You got to be kidding me. Icy does it again. Quarantine does it again. They steal another round from underneath UYU's nose.
Quarantine. Why are they so smart? Why are the rotations so clean? They have been in this position time and time again. And even with they started off in round number 1 with the craziest respawn management. And towards the back end portions of it, they've been managing it perfectly, just using enough, the perfect rotations to get a 2-round lead. That's a win in the first half. No matter what happens from this point on, Quarantine can throw whatever strat they want over these next 2 rounds. They officially won the first half.
Agreed. I can't believe it. If Quarantine can steal another round here, that'd be huge. Solar's down to 1 life. Morty's 1 life as well. They're getting outslayed significantly as Quarantine, but they're outsmarting UYU in every single category. Mental gonna get taken out as well. This time it might be in the initial category. Kenny goes for the revive, can't get it. He's now tagged up a bit. Will Quarantine try to capitalize on this B hill? They want to ISO Praised. Praised alone right now. Needs to go big. He's gonna get the stun he needs. This is the good one shot. This is the second. Can he clutch the third? No. He gets shut down by Icy. Kenny is in there as well, but he gets taken out, and Quarantine is going to do it on the initial. They're going to get this B-Hill when it's said and done. But Power is still alive. He goes down as well.
Not for long. Quarantine, they feel it. You can tell that they got a little bit of extra oomph in their step, playing with a little bit more energy in this 3rd round because they know they got away with murder in the first 2. So now they're going to go on a slaughter and just try to take out as many players as they can, force any fight that's in front of them, because they know that UYU, their mindset is probably in a bad place. Because imagine, John, what if you lost those first 2 rounds in the grand finals, right? Knowing that it's here for you to take, but it can possibly happen to you again where you just miss out.
And they're leaving UYU just confused because UYU is outslaying and they should be winning these rounds. I'd be livid, but I like that, Blaze, from getting away with murder to slaughter. We got to tagline that, brother. That's a good one here. Let's see if Quarantine can do it, as Slaughter has certainly started. They're currently up by 35 points, and see if they can continue
that man Colin be rubbing off on me, okay? All right, as he rubs off on Hazal, giving his gems one day at a time. Well, we're going to see who's going to be able to cash in some of these gems that they're picking up here on the map. As UYU gonna get a few kills here as they have map control. Now, can they get these final few kills in the A hill as well?
Ooh.
This is a must-win round.
That was a big play from Kenny back in the B hill. Now it's going to be Rushies overextending and getting the break. Smart play from Rushies as well. Decapping that C hill, so that means the advantage will stay in Quarantine's favor for the time being. Rushies in such a tough spot. You get using every angle, every advantage he can, and drawing 3 members back to him. That's going to open up the B hill fight. Will they be able to capitalize, though? Train's going to force Icy out of the fight for the moment here. Same with Mental.
Tommy the Conductor, all right, trying to come out here and just mess up some plays for both these squads. And yes, I officially named the Train Conductor as Tommy.
Tommy the Choo-Choo.
It only makes sense.
Tommy the Choo-Choo.
Tommy the Conductor, yeah.
I used to love that show.
He got a KD when it comes down to UMG, okay? I don't know what he got for the season, but we'll find out later.
The Conductor's
on his
KD.
team fight. Fran holds off a big double there off on the wide, and they're able to pick up another kill on explosive. Great hold there by Quarantine, defended from that push. So UYU, and they're looking to get this 3rd round of the half.
A hill's going to be taken. C hill also being gathered, and it looks like it's going to be Mental taken out. UYU is getting absolutely dismantled right now. Quarantine is going to do it. That's going to be another round win. You know this is personal for Icy, former teammate of this squad. He's going to rip the head, clean off Power's shoulder, and punt it like it's a football.
Juicy, as we heard Marcus say as he ripped the head off at the end of it. I hope you guys caught that voice line in the background. You're right. This has been juicy. 3 rounds in a row. UYU, now is the time. They were down 2-0 in maps. Down 4-0 in rounds in the last map as well. They're trying to
they're trying to make this the greatest win in history if they could do this from the losers bracket.
Absolutely. And if they could do it
Making
down
it hard on themselves.
If they could do it down 3-0, they had to reverse sweep in maps. Imagine they have to reverse sweep in rounds in Game 5. UYU, that would be absolutely insane. Drop shot is placed. UYU wants static. They want smoke. They're going to get it. It's going to be Solers looking for the kill. No, he's going to get taken out. The stuns were too long. Rushies gets one. Icy taken out as well. So UYU in a 4v3 right now, they should be able to get the drop shot.
They should be able to. And this is a new drop shot placement. We typically don't see it go here, John. It's usually middle map, but UYU, this is one of their strategies that they have in their back pocket, and they've probably practiced this one. Because thinking about it, it's going to be the same initial as if you would have for that E-Hill up top. So you already got a game plan set. And if your team's really good at that fight, you're going to get a drop shot for it as well.
Rushy's going to be on his last life, praised on his last life, I believe, as well. I got an Xbox follow notification as this happened, so I literally can't see. Praised is on his last life. There you go. Literally, my Xbox Windows 10 app gave me a notification blocking Praise's name as I was saying that. I can't make this up. Power's picking up a kill on Icy. It's a big one because Icy will be on his last life as well. Solers with the flank on Powers. Drop shot going to be placed by Kenny. It's another double kill for Kenny Bounds with the drop shot.
But what is it going to equate to, John? UYU over the first 3 rounds had every advantage in which they wanted. Look at the respawn economy. At this point, they're playing 5v4. If they don't win this one, I don't know what to tell you.
That's exactly right. Rushy's out of here. So, Solers, Icy on their last life alongside Mavo. Morty, 1 life to play with, 1 life to spare. Praise the only one out of lives for his team. He's a support player, or happy to play that support role when he needs to. So something tells me he'll play smart. 4v5. If UYU somehow steals, or sorry, if Quarantine somehow steals this round, I will absolutely lose my mind here. Here comes the push from Mavo. Good first shot on Kenny. Got a little distracted, a little tunnel vision. He got flanked. This should be a Quarantine round. Morty trying to make something happen, but it's going to be all UYU here as they'll be able to lock this one down.
Yeah, this is the last kill on the map. And UYU should be getting wins by elimination from the start of that one.
Right.
All right. And now, you know, I know Ash is scratching his head off the start of this one. Like, what the hell, guys?
What is going on right now?
I will hate to have to go over that footage with him. Yeah. I truly would. Nobody wants to be able to sit in that meeting and go over the footage of those first 3 rounds, all right? And I know, chat, my bad. It was Barrett. I apologize. You guys got me. But as we head into the half, look at the weapon placements. Incendiary grenades for both these squads. And now Quarantine is going to get them a pair of flash grenades to use for this drop shot fight off the start.
There it is. So we are now into the second half. Respawns are reset. Everyone's got 4. So it's even Stevens here coming into the second half. Icy's going to take mid-room Cubby off the rip. Gets himself a nice right-hand advantage. He wants to keep it, but no, he's going to get shut down. Huge kill comes through from Mental. Morty's going to get an instant. Rushy's going to grab the drop shot. He gets taken out. A little ballsy from him.
And if they pick it up, they got the elimination. They got the last 2 kills are in front of them, and it drops on the ground. If they want to bully their way through this choke point, but with just having 2 there, they get the quick pick now.
That's a drop shot double. If he wants it, just going to get the 1 kill on Solers.
Wow. The damage is there, but they back up. They get the call out that it's multiple members, and Fran is in the building as well, trying to fight for this E-Hill.
A good rotation coming through from Franchise. Got to earn this E-Hill back, but guess what? It's Mental with 1 drop shot left to his name to try and secure it. That flashbang did not connect. There it is. Last drop shot, last kill. Rushies, however, being a nuisance on the other side of the map. He's going to take out 1, and he's playing aggressive, doing what Rushies does best on the away hill. Full red right now, finally going to get taken out. So, again, a lot of respawns being used up here by Quarantine.
They've brought themselves the opportunity at this point to concede rounds when they need to. Now, they've proved to themselves that even when their back's against the wall, that they can get it done. So I wouldn't put too much in that respawn economy just yet, even though they should not lose their composure in these later portions of the round. Still keep with what's been working for you guys up until this point. Now they're going to work together to push out Powers and get some more map control. Now, the drop shot's going to be spawning up top next to the hill. So they're working for a home hill setup, and with that double down, UYU is looking good. Can they get the triple? Explosive creates space. And Fran, he's out of there.
That team fire was way too strong. A great Lancer support that's coming through right there as Explosive just got the easiest triple kill of his life thanks to his teammate's support. Solars gets taken down, and here we go. UYU is angry. They're mad they lost those first few rounds. Rushes with a nice reaction shot. Gonna go for a second, not gonna get it. But UYU has woken up. You awoke the sleeping giant, as now UYU is looking to tie this up 3-3 going into this next round.
This 6th round is super important. You do not want your opponent to get to championship point, especially when majority of your team is defending the crown. All right, that's my beauty. That's the beauty about having Quarantine from the winner side of the final, that it's only right that they get to defend the crown from the first 2 events. And they earned it. They says, hey, if you want to take this from us, you're going to have to work hard for it. As the weapon placements come through, one team is going to get their flashes, and Quarantine is going to get their shot grenades. So this is a big round for them. A shot versus a flag is going to be super influential for the Quarantine team.
Yeah, that's huge. And I think they actually increased the time for the shock to spawn up. So here we go. Next round placed. Ever since that drop shot was placed, UYU has won every single round. They want the fight. They are great at that fight. Here's the shot grenade. He's going to take down Mental.
He lives!
He does survive. No, he gets to take that by his feet. Literally, his toenail was shot right there by Mavo. So 5 on 4. That's the kill that they wanted. Quarantine now has to capitalize.
Oh, he went for it back A. Took a few shots, but backed up.
Missed the instant as well. So a wasted instant for Icy. That's going to be costly here as they're going to get spawned up. Mavo's tagged up. Explosive wants the push. He's going to get it. Flashbangs come through. Well placed and well played by UYU, but it's going to be Rushies with the drop shot that connects.
Well-timed push off those flashes for UYU, but the drop shot a little bit too much in the hands of Rushies. As Quarantine works together to push them out of this portion of the hill. And let's not forget, Rushy still has 1 drop shot to use. At this point, we're going to start to see Kenny working the lower portions of the map. He's going to have to fight up against Morty as UYU starts looking for a different objective. And they're going to try to force Quarantine to shoot a shaky drop shot.
Exactly right. Rushies has to be patient with it. Rushies trying to say, hey, Kenny's the best drop shot. You know who I am? Rushies always making plays with it as well. But patience is the key right now for Rushies. UYU trying to opt for an away hill push. They got 3 people allocated that way, but it looks like the defense is strong from Quarantine. They got to maintain this 2-hill setup. When will they push is the question. Solar's going to get tagged up from behind. He's wondering, how am I getting hit from the middle of the map here? Explosive getting it down on Mavo. Opportunity now. UYU executing this so incredibly well. Look at the team firing. Look at the positioning. Look at the rotations. Rushies misses a drop shot as well.
Oh, Explosive is like, yeah, I got away with murder there, but UYU, they get the home hill on this portion of the map, and that's a big kill for Explosive. The IGO trying to take over. 7 kills, 22 assists, and 6 deaths. He's tagging up everybody, now trying to defend the home hill and get back to his team as they triple cap the E hill. Explosive backs off of F, and he's gonna hold it off as long as he can with that incendiary grenade that he stole from his opponent. Couldn't get the cleanup kill on Morty, and he's gonna be blocked off by the train tracks. For Solars, he sees blood, and he's gonna ask his new teammate Morty to help him out just a bit longer as they try to clean up this kill on Explosive.
So much damage, and so much has been done by UYU. That was such a brilliant play. I can't overstate it. Mental going to the best angle to tag up Solars, pushing at the same time, getting the other team's instant. Absolutely massive plays from UYU, but the question's been, can they finish? Solars gets taken out now. UYU currently has a disadvantage. Rushies needs to hold that. He's going to use it on Kenny. He's going to miss it. That's crucial. Now he's just going to let this one rip. He's going to get taken out. Mental with the flake. UYU is outplaying Quarantine right now.
He's down. Do they get in there? The trip cap domination. The flames in the hill. 4 down. Make it 5. UYU ties this up.
You gotta be kidding me. UYU says burn, baby, burn, with the ending to a brilliant comeback round. They lost the initial. They lost the drop shot. They win the round thanks to great plays, a great push for home and away hills, led by Explosive, coordinated by Explosive, executed by Mental with a brilliant angle that he was able to get on Solars. What a round that was by UYU. They had to earn it, and they certainly did. We are now tied at 3 apiece. You can hardly believe this. Game number 5, baby. I cannot wait to see how this plays out.
John, I'm going to allow you take a few breaths as we get into this next initial while I talk to the chat. Chat, it's 3-3. A best of 3 remains. The next team who can win the best out of the next 3 rounds will get the championship. Who do you want to win? Now is the time to give them your energy. You may not get another shot soon.
Another strat call is going to be thrown. It's a trick strat for UYU. They're going to bait the drop shot. They're going to get the downs that they need. Now can they get the kills? Solars cannot tap up. He's got to be revived. It's going to be Rush. He's going for the revive. But look, it's an instant. That might be a double kill. Yes, it is. Brilliant strat call by UYU.
Playing with fire.
They bait the E-Hill, and they outplay on E-Hill with the retake of Instance. The flanks coming through as well. Franchise doing what he can, but he's going to get taken out.
Morty and Icy to save the day. They tossed their incinerator grenade on top of the hill, but it's going to be short by just a bit. Powers overextends through middle pavilion and to relieve some pressure from his team, but they got the cap on the hill. Drop shot is also not in play. Double flash is out for the side of Quarantine. All 3 players are stunned for UYU. They're trying to stay alive. They accomplished their goal in a decap, and all 5 players are alive. Quarantine, they got the positioning in which they want. I don't know when that next drop shot's coming up, but you see Icy in the cut, ducking and dodging, but not for long. He goes down, and Morty has to get to this team fight ASAP with that incinerator nade.
Icy wanted the cap so badly, and he went all in for it. It made it cost his life. 2 members down right now. It's Powers and Praise. They're going to get revived, though. No one currently capping. This score is so incredibly close, about 88 apiece right now. Wow, I can barely believe how crazy this round has been so far. And here we go. On board with Morty.
It's been insane. I'm having a good time. I don't know about y'all.
Having a great
time. But this is lit.
Absolutely nuts. Top tier gameplay. This is the highest tier of Gears gameplay we've ever seen, that you will ever see. These 2 teams are so evenly matched. And now that it is currently a little bit of a standoff here, it's going to be when do these power weapons or these utility weapons respawn?
Yep, so Franchise has the only utility grenade, and he's going to toss it. Stun. Quarantine has to make something happen off the back of that, and they're going to get inside this E-Hill. UYU has 0 nades to work with, but they're going to have to use their angles, use that pressure, that mechanical skill to get in and take their opponent out that position. And they know that Kenny's coming to the party with a nade. But an incinerator grenade is going to get picked up for both teams. Quarantine, they get both as well. And from downtown, Icy connects with Mental.
Icy connects and the shock grenade goes out, but the shock was not well placed, as it's not going to be enough to damage Kenny in that pocket, and it's going to block them from pushing E. That's a start, though. They do get the down they wanted on Kenny as he, ill-advised, pushed up. It's going to be Mambo that clutches up. Who is it? None other than Franchise himself with a massive double kill to get Quarantine control of the E-Hill. This is a back-and-forth swinging of the pendulum round of E-Hill control of these 2 teams. And look at this. UYU is pushing low ground. I think they want the whole E-Hill push.
They did it quick, and they're going to get a 2v2 fight. It's Rushy and I think Morty down there watching it versus Praised and Mental. They may even get 2 players over here. Oh, one is going to decap using that movement, creating an opportunity for Mental to get in and fight. But Mental couldn't get the kill. Praise takes him out, and they do it at probably the exact same time in which maybe drop shot's going to be spawning.
High risk, high reward right there for UYU. But guess what? It's that Powers to get the double. He needed the triple. He's not going to get it. And just like that, Quarantine regains control. Rushy's being a nuisance on the other side of the map. Morty's trying to get this kill on Praise. Can he get it? Morty's missing a couple shots. He's going to want those back, and he gets taken out. And it's all up to Praise now. They're going to connect. Praise going huge in a 1v2, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to matter. Quarantine is going to win this one. Wow.
Morty flexes on us one time as Quarantine gets the championship point. Everybody, imagine the comms right now on the side of the COG team.
Imagine the heartbeats.
One more round.
The heartbeats.
One more round. That's all they need. They've gotten this far since the end of the Mexico City Championships, throughout the team changes, throughout the Pro League struggles. All leads up to these last 2 rounds for Quarantine to have a shot at getting a 3-peat.
Insane that this is how it ends. 4-3. Will it go to round 9? We will see. My question is, what strat in general are we going to see from Quarantine? What is Franchise going to call? I'm looking at the blue team right now. It looks like more of the same.
Cap.
They're going to actually grab the instants and rotate them immediately over. UYU sends 4 up to the hill. Nades are going to come out. It's a bloodbath right now. It's going to be the first instant for Explosive, but the first blood for Rushies. He takes that one. Icy rotates through with an instant of his own. Icy gets another. And just like that, UYU is rolling. Solar's trying to do it, but it's going to be Praised. Praised connects for 1 and has the drop shot right now. Can he get the kill? No. All up to Icy. Icy gets taken out.
Who was
Icy
that?
is dead.
Explosives? Oh, what a revive, John. And they get 2 drop shots off explosives. Quick thinking to save his teammate in praise, knowing that he was going to go down before he went down. And they get the 2 cap, and he says, Kenny, tie it up for us one time for the one time.
Unbelievable. Icy had a chance. 1v2. Praised went huge with explosive to clutch up. That's going to silence any Praised haters in the chat with how he's performing every single round in this finals. But now here comes the push from UYU. Need to be cautious of Kenny with the drop shot. If they want to home the way he'll push. All eyes on Kenny. Right now, we know how clutch he is. We know how good he is with the drop shot. And it's out. He's going to let it rip. Morty needs to be cautious.
Nah, he's really patient
Saving it.
because he knows Morty is weak. He's going to bait it down on Morty or the guy in the back so his teammate can push up and get the free kill.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Morty survives, though.
But that's okay because they still got the cap on the hill and he gets another kill as well.
Yep, so Kenny's just going to secure the E-Hill cap. So there we go. UYU already had the lead, is going to increase that lead quite a bit now with the E-Hill control. Drop
John,
shot.
keep the timers on nades.
Yeah, it's massive. Drop shot.
Yeah, because I see Kenny has 1.
That's huge. That is huge. Drop shot no longer in play right now, Blaze.
Rushies is going to have 1 life remaining, and he has the lowest in the lobby. He's going to be very, very careful. Now, we know it's going to be shot grenades and incendiary grenades for both sides. And with all 5 players alive, it's only Kenny with a flash, and he's going to use his and watch the flanks for his team. That allows for his boys to push up and get a double kill with a 2-man advantage. UYU to tie it up. The kills are in front, but Solars and Icy working together, trying to find his last kill. Praise steps up to the paint and delivers the blow to tie it up as we go to a round number 9 in our grand finals.
You gotta be absolutely fucking kidding me right now, Blaze. Round 9.
Man, this is serious, John. Strap yourself in.
Let's go. UYU was down 3-0. They were down 2-0 in maps. You can hardly believe it. Unbelievable right now. Round 9, it all comes down to this. Here are the weapon placements, but it's going to come down to the fight. Who can dig deep? Who can claw to win this one?
John, wet your whistle. Drink some water. I'm going to break it down for the fans. It's going to come down. Actually, the weapon placement is only different for the incendiary grenade for quarantine. It's going to be every minute versus every 2 minutes for UYU because they put the drop shot top center. But they can win it here off this initial. It all comes down to this moment.
3v4 right now for the E-Hill. That is crucial as quarantine decides to cap their hill. UYU doesn't, and they're not able to take their numbers advantage. So, advantage so far, quarantine, as they have the hill cap and they have, obviously, their instant rotated over as well, and their instant's going to be spawning much sooner than UYU's. So, advantage quarantine to start.
So for quarantine, they're like, yo, the longer we wait this out, the higher our chances are of getting control of the map and going for that retake. So as this one progresses on, they're trading out nades. Okay, it's like that right now in the grand finals. I respect it.
Every detail.
Now,
every detail counts.
That incendiary grenade is probably about 30 seconds on the side of quarantine. By the time this push starts and it gets chaotic, they're going to have that nade for a retake.
Real quick, you know that's smart because they don't know who has the nade now. I think that was the instant that they traded out. So that is actually brilliant because they're going to think Praise has, I think it was Praise or whoever it was that grabbed that instant. And it's actually a little bit of a swapperoo here. So shot grenade's going to be placed. Instant's going to be placed right after. Empowers gets taken out. That's a big first kill. Empower's still with 4 lives to his name. All of UYU is sitting pretty with lives. Here comes the flank. It's going to be an instant. It's not going to be picked up. Kenny does have drop shot though. So in that exchange, no kill picked up by Mental, but a drop shot for Kenny Bounce.
That's a win.
He missed. But Solar's got taken out, so it's all good.
That's a good down. They're looking, he might have 2 lined up again. He gets 1 on Fran. The cap can't come through just yet because of the shot grenade, but it is 3 UYU members here in the area. They're being careful because they saw Morty got that incendiary grenade, so they want to cap now and force quarantine to have to use that, and I think Kenny may even dodge that. They had a shot grenade to counter the decap. This is going to buy them the lead and make it that much harder for quarantine to get it back.
Yep, that's massive. Great plays coming through for UYU. E-Hill decap's going to try and happen, but he's going to get down as a result. And Rushy's down to 2 lives right now. Mavo goes down as well, but the revives will be through. Morty should be trying to decap this hill if he can, but it's going to be Solars on a flank here. Heads up play from Solars, trying to make it happen. Now they're going to get the E-Hill back in control, but look at the D-Hill. It's being decapped and capped by UYU. So Solars flanking opened up their home hill, and UYU maintains control.
one of these two teams are going to break something in that house. Somebody's going to win, and somebody's going to lose, and they're all putting holes in their walls. As we see towards the back line of the spine, we saw Flint come through for UYU. After that, the capture of the home hill, Praise had respawns to work with. So it kept the point lead in favor of his squad. Now UYU are going to rotate towards the E hill. They're waiting for all 5 players to come off respawn to get set up. The shot grenade is going to be acquired by Morty. The flank from Powers comes through, and he's in enemy territory.
That's a huge flank by M Powers. Guess
He
what?
gets
He's
away.
going to survive and should get a revive here. Andy's going to break the hill. That is massive. The Instant's going to miss.
He's
the
alive.
Instant miss. You can hardly believe it. Praise gets taken out by Mavo, but UYU has the lead, and that lead is growing. Quarantine needs a miracle. Quarantine needs a miracle to win this round. It all comes down to this fight.
Morty gets the kill. The E hill still capped up. Powers throwing some back ace, but he's running for the win condition. The D hill, nobody's there,
Powers.
John. Look at it. Who's there on this side of the map? UYU. They come out on top, and they're your grand champions for the O-line major.
What a finish. What a treat. We are blessed to have had that final. Powers is the match MVP, but the real MVP is the entirety of these two teams, and they just put on a show. UYU is going to do it. They complete the reverse sweep, and they are the winner of the inaugural Gears Esports Online Major. Congratulations to UYU. Wow.
Mexico, they get top 8. You got San Diego, they get top 8. The 3 on the center of your screen, but the 2 on the ends, they win both events. But now we head into our online major today with everything stacked against them. Coming in today in the loser bracket, UYU, with everything stacked against them, John, they found a way to come back, to band together, and to get their first win of the season. And officially, Kenyan Powers completes the 3-peat. Congratulations to those guys. What a phenomenal series. I hope you guys enjoyed it out there, because me and John, we were losing it over here.
You better believe it. I was standing up out of my chair. I was screaming. I lost my voice for an online major. I didn't think that was possible. I really did not think that was possible. And but what a performance. What a show that was. What a honestly an absolute marvel of an event throughout the entirety, from the very beginning to the very end. And UYU, the way that they did it, reverse sweep, man, that's got to feel great. And for the losers bracket.
Bro, those first 3 rounds that Quarantine got were gifted to them. They just had to get that one more. They got to that match point. They had to do it. It was a chess match, but UYU edged them out in the final seconds. And we saw Powers on that victory rotation towards the home hill at the end. Man, both these two teams should be so proud of themselves, but Quarantine, they had such an impressive event. UYU, they were a little bit better today.
That's exactly right. Just a bit, though, because I'll tell you, it was pretty damn even. You see it on the replays here. After Quarantine wins the first 3 rounds, 2 of them really
look
gifted
at that
and outplayed. The chat's blowing up right now, which you love to see. You love to see it. Absolutely insane. What a finish. And after being up 3-0, UYU had to ask themselves, what do we need to do? And it was placing that drop shot that made the difference, giving themselves the fight that they wanted. Kenny with the drop shot, in my eyes, it's hard to call it MVP, but you got to think Kenny Balance played so incredibly well throughout the entirety of that tournament. What a show that it was. Absolutely insane.
My question is that on this squad, all these players have won multiple championships. I wonder, where does this online tournament rank amongst the rest of them? Where does it rank? Because I know it had to feel special. It was still 80 grand on the line, okay? But we'll find out soon. And I know our analysts, they're going to probably try to get an interview with the winners. John, I have had a fantastic event. This has been an awesome 3-day weekend. And if you contributed to this experience, I thank you. And I just want to show you nothing but love. Gears fam all day. Thank you to the coalition, to UMG, to our entire talent team, to the reffing staff, and most importantly, the pro players, everyone who was in this tournament. You should all give yourselves a pat on the back as you put on a fantastic show for the fans out there, and you should all be proud. This has been an awesome showing, and man, I'm happy to be a part of all of this, and I'm happy that you guys are a part of this with me. It's been a great time, and congratulations to UYU.
Couldn't agree more, man. And thank you to you, Blaze, for all that you do, the passion you show every single day, man. It's crazy to see how far we've come from